Party of four.
And now, Jabroni Studios, in association with Big Herm Productions, is proud to present to you, recording from an undisclosed location in Oakdale, Connecticut, it's Chris Burns, it's Chris Lynch, this is Dysfunction Junction.
Yeah. And Matt Marsh.
Thank you. Herm.
Sorry. I was focusing on that shit below me, and I'm sorry, I was distracted. So I hit the bridge. I thought I saw Sasquatch, so I hit the bridge. It's cold up here. I wasn't paying attention to where I was driving. I'm sorry. It was an accident. Legitimate.
Did you miss us? Did you miss us?
You should get one of my desk terms. They're very tall.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
I just have to move I just have to take the heater out next week, you know?
Yeah, I'm saying? No, I'm saying.
I got nothing. Kids, welcome back to the train ride from hell and the nonstop to nowhere. Welcome, you sick, twisted motherfuckers, to Dysfunction Junction.
And he's only talking about me.
Fuck yeah. Jed, we figured it out. We just got to pull the heater out.
There ain't no gas in it.
You ain't no gas in it. Mm-hmm. We can tell that story in a minute. Chris Bird's here with me as always. He's the Possum King with the penguin hat. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Hi. Chris Lynch.
See, say your name and you appear. There he is, Chris Lynch. And we will ask you about hernia. Thank you. We will ask you about hernia Hendry in a little bit. Joining us this week, the bionic asshole himself, the one and only Matt Marsh.
2.0.
2.0. Sorry. Bionic asshole 2.0.
Is our fart going to sound like that from now on?
What?
No, his asshole is going to be watertight. It's going to sound like a whistle.
Yeah, I'm getting upgraded.
Sound like a dog whistle.
Yeah.
You can't go to a basketball game anymore because they think it's a stoppage of game.
Yeah, that's where they're putting the Wi-Fi in.
Unfortunately, the dog. The first dog park, all the collies come running.
The man with no hair. The man we have made laugh more in the last 10 minutes pre-production than we've seen in a long time. He is the hardest working man in the food business. Please welcome Michael Big Herm, P.S. Herman.
What is up?
Now, before you tell your story about the table, I have my show and tell finally because I didn't know my daughter had it. I thought my mother had sent it to me. That was wrong. She sent it back with Emma. So, Marsh, get a load of this. This is authentic. From the 1950s, this is a tin Moxie sign that used to hang in like soda jerk places. One. Yes,
I've got
it
a
is.
repro of that in my garage, but I don't have. That's an original.
This is an original.
No shit.
My dad found it. He was a big collector of Red Sox, Moxie toys and stuff.
My wife got me one of those for Christmas a few years back, but I don't have an original.
Nice. This was got. He found this at the Webster Flea Market in just outside Ocala, Florida.
On Swap Shop on Sundays.
Well,
hey, if that had been on Swap Shop, I'd have bought it. Number 27. What do you got? And what's your number?
I got some chicken nuts here. I want to sell.
I got a 3-legged table. It used to be a 4-legged table till I killed my husband with one of the legs. Looking for $35. My number is 860-889-2121.
555.
I got a fishing boat. It's got a small hole at the bottom, just a little caulk, and you can make it happen. My number is 889-5217.
Everybody,
if you have never lived in southeastern Connecticut, you do not know the joys of Swap Shop.
I got an 83 Chevy Monza. It's a rolling chassis. There's no engine. I'm looking to trade it for a boat.
For an IROC.
I want to trade it for a boat.
It's clearly worth a Corvette. Just saying, to Monza.
I got 2 closets worth of women's clothes. My wife just passed away. I'm looking to trade it for maybe a chicken sandwich and a bicycle. My number is 887-4261.
Yeah. He's got an IROC. You know what that is? An Italian retard out cruising.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So it's quick hit night. I did my show and tell. I love this thing. Oh, you know what else she sent me was a book that I had looked for a long time. What is it?
That took me.
What are you pointing at?
From Mars?
I'm partner at Marsh.
Oh,
I said that took me a while to get. Italian Retard Out Cruising.
Yeah.
As you were saying. Look, man.
I got it right off. I got it right off the bat.
Green Eggs.
Anyway, there was a book I'd been looking for forever by Jimmy Breslin, The Good Rat, talking about the guys from the Gambino crime family giving up Gotti at one point after he was arrested. Couldn't find it. So when I went down, when my dad was slowly passing away and then eventually did, it was on his side table on the couch. I said, whose book is that? My mom said, oh, it's the neighbor's. Dad swapped out for another book. I'm like, well, he's not going to finish it. I don't want to be morbid, but would your friend allow me to borrow it? It turns out the friend said, just give it to Chris. So just started the book last night. So far, really good. Lynch, when I'm done, if you want it, take it. Enjoy the book.
That is definitely a book I could read.
I figured you could. And then I bought four more books this week. Like I have any room to buy any more fucking books. Now I'm 11 books behind.
What'd you buy?
Right now?
I bought King of Late Night by Greg Gutfeld. I bought, what is it? It's an illustrated history of World War II, but it's not all pictures. There's a lot of really great stuff inside there. Another Kennedy assassination book. And I bought the biography of Johnny Cash.
Nice.
Oh, had to mix it up a little bit. Can't buy. What are you reading?
I'm revisiting. No, I'm revisiting something I read almost. When did it first come out? Maybe 15, 20 years ago. When Kevin Smith was making Catch and Release, he started doing a series of blogs called My So-Called Boring Life.
Yep.
And a very big chunk of that was about Jason Mewes and his addiction. Mm-hmm. And I've been rereading a lot of that lately. Because when I read it 15, 20 years ago, it didn't
resonate the same way.
Made no sense. It didn't speak to me the same way. And rereading that now, and I hadn't read that in a very long time. Rereading it now, it puts things in a completely different perspective about how frustrating it is dealing with somebody like that. And just makes me realize how much of a pain in the ass and what pain I caused my wife and everybody else in my life. But there is another book I have. Where is it? There's another reread. I'm going to read Artie Lang's first book again.
I read that when I was watching your house. Great read.
Yeah. I haven't read that again. I go through these phases where I want to revisit something because I haven't touched it since I read it the first time.
Right.
I remember enjoying it, but I like having shit fresh in my memory sometimes. That's about all I'm reading. I've been reading been catching up a lot on the history of, believe it or not, Palestine and Israel.
Really?
To
topical.
Well, I mean, you hear certain things brought up in the news all the time.
It took 3,000 years to get to this point.
Well, you hear a lot.
They've been fighting for 3,000 years. They got to be over soon.
Well, eventually they're going to. What the fuck are we fighting over?
It can't go on much longer.
But you hear a lot that one says the other is neither of them are real and they don't exist. They're not a state, and it really puts into perspective the struggle from both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Now, just because you're Palestinian doesn't mean you're a terrorist. And looking at it from the perspective of how progressive Palestine was in the 60s and 70s, as were other Middle East countries, it's shocking to see the fundamental differences from within our lifetime, like when we were born in the early 70s till now, about their treatment of women and socialist ideas and just where along that train that it got derailed. And learning the history about what people are standing in the street screaming about, I think more people need to do that, because it didn't change my mind, but it helped me change perspective.
Right, and we've talked about it a lot on the show privately. Go ahead, please. I'm sorry.
There's a really good documentary that was up for an Oscar. I think it won last year, and it's about the conflict in Israel and Gaza. That's told and filmed from both perspectives, and that's something I definitely want to watch. Because it's just I don't want to categorize somebody just like Palestinian. Yeah, he must be a terrorist. It's not true. And I hear that. I've been hearing that a lot. And a lot of it from the right, where if you support Palestine, you support terrorism. No, you support the person.
No, the people.
And it's the same when I say I would throw support at Israel. Well, you're a Zionist. No. Israel fought for a very, very long time to get what little land they have back, which is mentioned in the Bible, which is mentioned in the Quran. It's mentioned everywhere. So if you look at 4 different versions of the same story and there's something common, that one thing is common in all 4 versions, it's a historical document if it's anything else.
The problem is, Lynch, and I think everybody on this panel would agree, is that nobody cares about that anymore. Nobody cares about reading and researching and finding the fundamental truth. This is what I think, therefore it is. Well, that's great and wonderful. Enjoy your stupidity while it lasts, because you're a fucking idiot.
Well, what brought this on was a discussion with my wife about Charlie Kirk. And I got pretty aggravated at her. And I said, I'll paraphrase, and this is very condensing down a 10, 15-minute conversation. I said, when you say that and you refuse when I offer you proof contrary and you say no, that's very frustrating.
What did you offer as proof?
About how he thinks all blacks are this and all gays are that. I said, no. I have 2 videos I could fire up on YouTube right now. They're 3 minutes apiece.
Oh, you mean proof about the Kirk? Okay, I thought you were talking about proof
about how his stance on his stance on things. What prompted me to get to Israel was that conversation. And I mean, we talked it through, and she's like, "Okay, I understand now." Great, that's what we need to do. But we're not the common folk. We're different. Because when we come up with an idea or a concept that we start questioning, we research it. We figure it out.
We dig. The 4 of us. I mean, how many times with these documentaries that we watch, and Herm has 75 conspiracy theories, and I have 17 holes I can poke through it, and Lynch is just saying that one is batshit crazy.
Well, it's just like BTK. I mentioned in the chat, in our little chat thread, that my wife and I watched. It's a documentary on Netflix, The Daughter of BTK. First,
hello, Darlene, in the comment section. She's trying to communicate just the way we are, man. Hi, Darlene. How are you?
Exactly.
Great to have you.
My wife and I watched that, and the first quarter is a lot about her. Then the middle portion spends a significant amount of time about BTK, Dennis Rader, the man himself.
On him. Which
I really fucking appreciated, because I forgot so much about that case. It's been 20 years since he was caught.
Mm-hmm.
And the way they caught him was fucking genius.
Because he was the dumbest dude on earth.
He was superbly intelligent. Like, he's like fucking scary smart. Now, for people who don't know, BTK is the bind, torture, kill. He terrorized
Kansas, wasn't it?
From
Wisconsin?
Wisconsin.
Midwest. That's all. We're going to leave it at that.
Yeah. From the 1970s through the 1990s. And then made a reemergence in the early 2000s.
I didn't realize he was active that long.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Dude would take 5-year breaks and just to throw off the cops and then come back.
You got to take a break.
Well, no. More importantly is what the point that they raised in the documentary.
I'll work.
So he started
Jack a dull boy.
Pretty much.
No, it's even weirder than that. So for people who don't know BTK, anybody who's listening now or go back later, he would bind his victims, torture his victims, then kill his victims. BTK. Killed a few people. Then he got really big nuts, and in the 80s started sending letters to police, leaving evidence and clues, playing with the cops, just like the Zodiac killer did 15, 20 years prior to him. Zodiac, another serial killer. I'm not really convinced they ever figured out who really did it. But anyway, back to Dennis Rader. And he got so bold that in the 2000s, he made a critical error.
A very critical error.
Oh, duh.
But I'm going to get to that error in a second. What the perspective... his timeline from stopping committing the murders and raising his children is when that pause happened.
Yes.
Because he even said, I couldn't focus on something. So then I would stalk women. He would stalk women and write down notes about their daily goings on. When you don't have kids, you have the time to do that. As soon as he had his first kid, he slowed down.
He lost that window of opportunity.
His window of opportunity to stalk people shrank for 15, 20 years.
And to be able to do it with impunity and completely anonymously, he had to stop and focus on till his daughter got old enough to be a teenager and kind of do her own thing.
Yep. And the son was already out of the son was already out of the house.
Right.
The craziest thing, the craziest thing to me, and you can point back to guys like Dahmer, Gacy, and some of these guys who, you already thought they were kind of a little unwired up top. Dennis Rader hid in plain sight, kind of like the Iceman.
Yep.
Placid home life. He was a deacon in his church. This is where I'm going to defer to Herm when he says, religion is all the crazy people. Not all religious people are crazy. You know this. We've had this discussion.
Well, yeah,
Dennis Rader was like,
he was very involved in his church. And
yes.
He used
Scout
it
leader.
it was a great mask. His whole life was a great mask.
The IP address that they traced him back to was at the church.
Was the church.
Yes.
Yeah, he sent a letter. He sent letter on a floppy disk, which imprinted that disk with what computer, the username, where the computer is located. So, and the username was Dennis, his first fucking name. Hello, dummy.
You signed it to Microsoft Windows as Dennis.
Yeah, you get all this information. This is 2004, 2005. So technology's pretty good. They had him within hours.
Oh, yeah.
He knew. As soon as he got picked up, he knew. He knew he was fucked.
Now, did he give himself the acronym, or was that law enforcement the name?
He did.
He did in the letters.
Yeah, he did in the letters.
Darlene says, trying to get advice on dementia. What would you like to know? We can stop. Yeah, seriously. We can stop BTK for a few minutes. Darlene
loaded with it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I've had people in my family and currently dealing with friends, very close friends who are dealing with dementia. So, Darlene, what do you want to know? You're in the comment section. We'd love to hear from you.
Been there.
We like to think we're demented, but not quite like what dementia really is. Well, my grandfather, months before he died, we're sitting there, we're having a beer. I just turned 21. Herm's met my grandfather back in the day. Wonderful guy. You can't find a better human being on earth other than maybe Herm's dad and Lynch's dad. Salt of the earth motherfucker. We're sitting there, we're talking about sports and hockey, and we're sipping a beer. And at the end of the conversation, he looks me dead in my eye and says, you'd get along well with my grandson. His name is Chris. You guys have a lot in common.
That's crazy. It's sad.
It is. And you don't know how to react. You can't look at him and go, Dad, Granddad, I'm Chris. No, that's just something you just go, yeah, that'd be great. Love to meet him. Go in the house. Something's wrong with Grandpa. What would you, Darlene, if we have any advice we can give you, we'd love to give you some advice.
Is it dementia? Is it Alzheimer's specifically? Is it,
I mean,
there's different levels. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, my mom's boyfriend who passed away last year, Robert, he was pretty deep into dementia. And it was sad because he's a brilliant guy. But I didn't really get to know him because he had a lot to say and a lot of stories to tell. He couldn't remember. And the ones he did, he would tell over and over and over again.
My grandmother
but every time he told it, there would be more to the story. You're like, I remembered this detail. And he would just like come to him and flood like a fucking faucet.
Yeah, so that corner of his mind was still active and functioning.
Still there. It's still there.
My grandmother
still there.
When my grandmother started to get racked with the Alzheimer's and the dementia, she would swear to God, I bought her a phone and I said, look, this is how you work it. I showed her, you just, answer, dial, whatever. But this button right here, if you leave and you come back and you hit this button, husband's VA says acute and stuff. Oh, CTE? No, Darlene, I'm so sorry. Let me finish this story. We'll get back to you in a second. She swore that blinking light that let you know she had a message was somebody spying on her, that somebody had come into her house and planted something in the phone, and that red light was recording her every move. And she had a right to be paranoid in certain ways. One of the members of the family was actively stealing from her. But no matter how much you describe it, it's like, when you push the button on the remote, the red light goes on. That's different, Christopher. That's how you turn the TV. This is my phone. They're listening to me. Who's they?
Well, she's not too far from the truth.
Darlene, if we can get just a little bit more information, encephalopathy, for those that don't know, that's I know that chronic I'm going to try. CTE. When you is a concussion. Easy for you to say. Encephalopathy. Yeah.
Well, encephalitis is the swelling.
That's a specific form.
The CTE, yes.
Right.
Of CTE.
But
encephalopathy is swelling. Yes. Your brain swells.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of extra pressure on your brain. And it can cause pain, but it does a lot of really bad shit to the good parts of your brain that are pushing up against your skull and against your meninges. Because your meninges, which is what I had, meningeal cancer, is the sac around your brain. So you got a solid object and this squishy thing just like fighting for the same amount of space, and the fluid in your head. You have fluid in your skull. It's bad. It's bad. A lot of people who have had encephalitis as a child have very, very hard cognitive problems later on in life. I used to work with two. I've worked with two in my lifetime.
There's actually five different types based on the underlying cause.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. One is hypoxic ischemic. It occurs when the brain does not receive enough oxygen.
Yep.
Infectious is caused by an infection of the brain or its surrounding tissues.
That's encephalitis.
Metabolic, it occurs due to a disturbance in the body's metabolism. Toxic is caused by either exposure to toxins such as drugs, heavy metals, or other chemicals like that. And then there's CTE, which is caused by repetitive head
trauma. Yeah. Junior Seau, Chris Benoit, guys like that who made a career out of bashing their heads into things.
Right.
Darlene, if I could offer, none of us are doctors.
A little differently.
Yeah. I don't know how you mentioned the VA in your comment. I would recommend, there are several websites out there that will give you free consultation if you describe to them what's going on, and maybe they'll be able to put you on the right path. I don't think asking the Four Stooges is the best, but I like the fact that you're communicating. You have, ears that will listen, voices that will try to help you, especially Lynch, who has been through some of this himself. We've always said this is a very interactive show, and whatever we can do to give you something that makes your day go a little better, man, I'm glad for it. This is the best way to return from a week off, is just having someone in the comment section looking for us to maybe be that voice of reason.
Yeah, Darlene, if you go online through the VA, there are links to several resources for that, and also if you just do a Google search for what your what your husband's diagnosis is, there are other several like groups, message like chat boards and stuff. There's tons of stuff out there. You Google it. I mean, I hate to sound as simple as that, but Google it. There's a lot of resources out there, and educate yourself so you can help be your husband's advocate.
That's the best advice ever, right there.
That's very, very important to me. People ask me, why do you bring your wife to all your doctor's appointments? I said, well, because I had my consult a week and a half ago for my hernia surgery. I have to have it done on both sides because there's a hole on the side that didn't bust through. So both sides of my groin. And she catches the part of the conversation where I'm glossed over, like, what did he just say? She catches the other part of it. And when she knows the looks on my face, I'll just look at her and she'll go, can you hold on a second, Doc? This is what he said. Please keep up. And goes back to me. And that was so crucial and critical during my brain surgery. Because the 3 days before having my surgery, 3 or 4 days, I was fine. The ride there and the morning of, I had fucking full-blown panic attacks. They had to pump me full of so much fucking Prozac or whatever the fuck they gave me to calm me down enough to give me the anesthesia. And if my wife hadn't been there to help talk me out of that it was rough. And always have somebody there to advocate for any health care for yourself or your spouse or your partner, whatever. Have somebody be an advocate for you and make it legal. Sign documents at the hospital and the doctors that anything to do with my health goes through her as well.
Well, you absolutely ought to have a living will and a power of attorney and things like that.
Absolutely. Because God forbid something happens to any one of us.
And that could be on any subject. I mean, I don't know how many times Herm has worked on my car, or today, our collective friend Tim did a little work on my car. Something that, I'll explain that story later. I still want to stick with Darlene here, but he's trying to explain to me something. I had a question. He goes, "Oh, this goes through to this and it does this." I'm like, dumb it down and make it sound like you're talking to a 4-year-old. Because when it comes to cars, I'm a complete and utter idiot. You ask me about a computer. Just about anything else, I can stick with you. He's telling me about timing this and tension this and Schnabitz this, and I'm like, okay,
Swahili.
Basically. And I said, talk to me like I'm your granddaughter. His granddaughter's 9. I've met his granddaughter, cute little kid. And he said, okay, this is what this does and this does and this does, and they do the hokey pokey and turn themselves around. I'm like, okay, thank you. Now I understand. Especially in a medical situation, I had them tell me about I've hurt my back so many times, a subluxation. And I said, what the fuck are you talking about? Dumb it down. I'm not a doctor. Okay, here's what happened. Your pelvis tilted. You put so much pressure on your back and your pelvis that your pelvis tilted. That's why you're walking crooked. That's why you're in constant pain, yada, yada, yada. He left the VA today, have to put him back seat locked and throw cups out of window down, plus getting off of and abusing. Okay, some of that is disjointed at the end, but man, it sounds Darlene, it sounds so bad. I'm sorry to hear this. This is wow, this is heavier than I thought it was going to be. Herm, can you decipher that?
Yeah. Just getting off of abusing.
There's a couple.
It's the last part.
Yeah,
I can't tell if that last word is a person or if it's just a word that's cut off.
It could be benzos.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was wondering if that's benzos.
It's probably benzos with what he's going through.
All right. Hello, Kahuna, in the comment section. Thank you for joining us all the way from Australia.
Big Kahuna!
Ask the Leyland brothers. That's somebody you could reach out to, but I don't think they'd have the answer.
Yeah.
God, it's been a long time.
Come
Kahuna.
on
How you
down.
been, buddy? How you doing in footy comp this year? I just want you to comment. I just dropped a 4-2. Dropped 2 heartbreakers.
Yeah, I fucking lost too. I did very bad in fantasy football.
Are you?
this
You're in.
weekend.
You're in the. You're in the
NFL.
DWO league, right? The racing league. Yeah.
I'm in-
Oh, that's right.
I'm in the NFL.com one, and I'm in the
with Billy.
footy comp with you.
The footy comp.
Footy
Yeah.
comp.
No,
Footy comp.
Kahuna named it, not us. He's like, oh, American Footy Comp. I'm like, that's the name of the league. The Footy
Booty
Comp.
time, booty time.
Booty time across the
Booty
USA.
time, booty time.
Anybody out there in the comment section, if you can name that movie, you win a prize of us giving you a shout out. I was just thinking of that movie the other day. There was
30
this
seconds.
disco band. They really sucked. What was it? Disco Express? Yes. What was that hit they had? It was terrible. Booty time.
Booty time.
Booty time, booty time, booty time.
The singer/detective was played by Ed O'Neill,
That's
That's
right.
right.
and the private eye,
Yes.
Xanax pills. Okay, that's what Darlene was talking about. The rock and roll detective was played
Drove
by
a
Ford Fairlane.
1962 Ford Fairlane.
I
The
love that car.
Adventures of Ford Fairlane.
Oh, you
I
get a
love
shout
that
out.
car.
Congratulations, Marsh. You guessed the movie, even though you knew it from the word go.
Well, anything with Ed O'Neill. What the fuck? It's got Al Bundy. I'm all over that shit.
Well, of course. Anyway,
But anyway,
Um,
this conversation has gone 6 different directions.
yeah. Here,
Kind of
go
tie
ahead.
tie it back.
Let's bring it
to
back
one
to
of the
Darlene before we move on.
Yeah. Darlene, I'm sorry to hear that. With what he's going through, I can understand. I can see where I can kind of feel where he's at mentally and physically right now. I hope the best for you, and I hope that you get the guidance and the right care that he needs, as well as
Absolutely.
you take care of yourself.
Mm-hmm. Exhaust every resource you can to get advice and to get just be pushed in the right direction. Nobody wants to do this blind, and nobody wants to do this, wondering what I can do, what if, yada, yada, yada. As Lynch said, get educated, which I'm sure you have. You seem like you're on the straight and narrow. Get help, get counseling, get whatever you can, not only for your husband, but for you, because at the end of the day, you are his biggest, teammate, his partner, his advocate, like Lynch said.
Herm, what the fuck are you measuring back there?
I'm taking measurements. Hold on.
It's the desk.
It's
under
the desk.
Needs a bigger
We're gonna.
desk.
No, you know what? We need some funny. Would you like to tell them why you're measuring
Actually,
the desk?
you
dirty
you don't need a
dirtbag.
bigger desk. You need
She
one of
said
those
she'd do it
cutouts.
on the show. She said
You
she'd
need
do
a,
it on the show.
you
Swear
don't
to
need
God.
a bigger desk. You need a midget
No.
wife. That's
No,
exactly.
you need one of those things like those old style freaking auto garages where they had the pit that changed the oil. You need the
Oh,
jackhammer
be
out
lowered.
underneath the desk.
Biblically, kabush.
No, no. If I take the heater out, there's room. I'm just saying, there's room under there. It's the depth that's the
What
problem.
was that episode of Seinfeld where George built himself a bed under his desk?
Under his desk.
Yeah.
I'm laughing
Where's
for
Jen?
a different
Check the
reason
desk.
because somehow across my feed came this gorgeous faced young woman in her 30s, and she's 3'11", and she shares her pictures and her adventures. She goes fishing, she goes roller skating, does all this stuff. I'm like, God damn, she's cute. Wait, what the fuck am I talking about? I'm nearly 6 feet tall. She's like, I could put her in my pocket and take her out. Hey, we're going to Buffalo Wild Wings. Get in my pocket.
Vagina's
Just cut the
same
front off the
size.
desk.
Well, then
This
I
is
wouldn't
really
need. I don't need to measure my desk for that. She's 3'11". She could sneak in here right now.
If you cut the
I'll wear
front
that
off
bitch
the
like
desk,
a backpack.
Just throw her in your wallet. Be back
That's what
later.
I'm saying. I will wear that like a motherfucking backpack.
If I do her from behind while I'm walking, it looks like Kawato. Like, wait, get to the reactor.
Honey, get naked. We're gonna do the windmill.
You know
Put me
You know who
on
that-
the wheel.
For real.
you know who that actor is? Burns?
I don't
That
know who
actor
you're
who
talking
plays
about.
that dude?
He's in every fucking movie, and I couldn't tell you his name. I can pick his face out of a lineup.
what
But I
movie
couldn't
are
tell
we
you his
talking
name.
about?
We're talking about Total Recall.
All right, good night,
Oh.
Kahuna, or good morning, as it were. Take care of yourself.
Talking about Michael Ironside?
No,
What was
no,
his
no, no,
name?
no. The guy who had Quato in his stomach. And
Oh,
the black guy?
No, the white
No.
guy.
Oh, the white guy.
The white guy. He was also in Kindergarten Cop. You saw my face. I can't have witnesses. It was that guy.
He's the brother-in-law in Breaking Bad.
Oh, that's right.
What's
he
his
played
name,
the,
though?
The Marshal.
I don't
dude.
know, but he's the brother-in-law in Breaking Bad.
You just
He's
asked what
the
his
cop.
name was, and you don't even
No.
know.
No, I said, do you know who that is? Like,
So you were asking
another
a question?
role. Yeah. I'm asking a question within a question. Fuck you. I can do that.
Carl
My
wants to get a
rules.
Hummer under the desk. You ask us somebody's
Calm
name
yourself,
as if
son.
it's a trivia question, and we get no answers. This is typical Lynch stuff.
I mean, I can even
Fucking
move the
Wikipedia,
microphone out the
motherfucker.
way because it'll
Yeah,
extend.
just riddle me
like-
this Batman shit. Go.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to Google it now. I'm just going to go Google right here. Total
Google.
the Google machine, as it were, which is all of our friends. Total Recall cast. Michael Ironside was
Goes
Richter.
good.
Welcome to
Yeah,
the party,
no.
Richter.
Welcome to the
Marshall
party.
Bell is the gentleman's name. He's
Oh,
been in such movies as Total Recall,
Maybe I'm thinking of a different
Payback,
dude.
Nightmare on Elm Street, The Vagrant, Stand By Me. He was in Twins, which is what I mentioned earlier. Air America, Starship
love Air
Troopers,
America.
a movie that nobody liked. Undercover Blues, The Chase, another shitty movie. That was Charlie Sheen at his highest.
Yeah, it was. Christy Swanson was hot in that, though.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
she
dude,
was
that's
gorgeous.
a great fucking movie.
He was in Airheads. I forgot about that.
I haven't watched
Johnny
that
Be
movie
Good.
forever.
That's
I
a
love
great
Johnny B.
fucking.
Good. Johnny B.
That's a
was
great
good flick.
fucking movie.
Anybody seen
I'm
anything?
think I broke
Anybody
my
seen
dick,
anything
Coach.
good lately?
I'm trying to think. I watched. Oh,
Good movies?
I've been binging on older movies. I watched Radio
Well,
for the first time in 10 years, and it was
I was
great.
watching Bionic Showdown yesterday, the return of the $6 million man, the Bionic Woman.
How'd
was
that
good.
work?
I liked it.
Okay.
He gooned to it.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
he
know what else I watched the other day? American History X.
Great fucking movie.
I haven't seen that in a very long time.
I hadn't either.
I watched Talk to Me the other day. That's
Yeah, I gotta watch that.
Talk to me. Well,
Yep.
who's in that?
it's a very cast. Nobody really known super
What's
crazy.
it about?
There's this embalmed hand that you grab a hold of and say something, and it's a horror movie. And
Good lord. Okay, yeah, it's outside of my.
you grab the hand, you talk to dead people, and
It's
All right, I
outside
gotta
my
look this up. I'm not a huge horror guy, but
No,
and then Bring Her Back was really fucking good.
okay.
No, not jump scary at all. Just some really uncomfortable scenes. Some really good psychological shit. really
they've
good.
got some rather disturbing Popeye slasher films that have come to light in the last 2 years.
Oh yeah, all those characters that are coming off of
Mhm.
going into public
Yep.
domain.
Winnie the
All the
Pooh,
Walt-
Popeye the
Winnie
Sailor
the
Man.
Pooh, Mickey Mouse, Popeye the
Well,
Sailor Man.
Willie specifically right now.
Yep.
That version of
Popeye the Slasher Man. That was freaking. Oof.
yeah. There was the Grinch one. There was
Blah.
Are you gonna die?
No.
Yeah, eventually.
Please don't die. That's not the answer. How long have you been
promise
associated with
I
us?
will not die.
We all become worm dirt eventually.
There's only 3 things on this planet that will never die: cockroaches, Cher, and Ric Flair.
And Twinkies.
They're already dead.
That too. Oh, and Keith Richards. Don't forget about Keith Richards. Every time a rock star dies, Keith Richards gets 10 years added to his sentence.
Jesus Christ.
Can you explain why he's alive?
I'm convinced that
Good
like
genes.
he's pickled.
Well,
Between the
yeah.
booze
I mean,
and the
like, how
drugs
many times have they just substituted his blood for new blood? Think
Probably every 30 days.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this motherfucker's had his blood swapped out more for no reason other than being toxic.
I mean, it's a real testament to just how many drugs and how much alcohol one person can put through a system and still live.
And still live.
Yeah,
Drugs
that's
are
Charlie
bad.
alive.
Sheen.
Basically.
I don't know. Keith, can you talk about this?
Right?
I mean, Charlie Sheen's got to be getting close.
That documentary was fantastic if you haven't seen
That
it.
was
already.
whacked out.
I
But
liked
the
him
beat-
on the Rogan special after. It was pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I watched his Rogan interview. But yeah,
Yep.
the BTK doc was surprisingly good. Usually when it's like a relative of or someone like in the periphery of somebody famous or no infamous as it is. It's kind of lame, but this was really good. It was a really good documentary. I was very surprised. And I appreciated the time they spent covering Dennis Rader. Because he's fucking crazy, bro. Crazy.
Bro.
Yeah. It just how fucking demented. How does one get that way? Are you born that way?
Who are we speaking of now?
Be a serial killer.
Okay.
You said he had above average intelligence. Maybe he was bored.
He's super intelligent.
Who knows?
With a guy like him, could have just been boredom.
Yeah, what made him do it to other people? But all of a sudden, he wanted to be like the loving parent. Oh, I got to take a break.
His mom took Tylenol during pregnancy.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I knew I'd get a rise out of her.
I saw a great T-shirt. It's the old Tylenol logo on a bright red shirt with white letters, and it says "product since 1982," like the year when it was poisoned.
I was just gonna say the Tylenol murders. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's another crazy story.
Mm-hmm. That was some big.
And
shit.
the fact that we lived through it.
Well,
dude, we have our generation.
Think we were really aware it was going on.
No, but looking
That's
back
because
historically,
there wasn't anything. No, honey. That's because there wasn't anything actually going on. It was one fucking person trying to kill somebody and cover their tracks. Did we even hear about it? I mean, we didn't have the internet.
There was some rumblings here about it. Yeah,
ABC News or fucking 2020 or some shit.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, there wasn't. People were scared, but they didn't, because nobody knew. But really, when it turns out there wasn't anything really going on, it was one motherfucker.
And
still had some fucking damage.
You got to remember too that the story broke nationally in 2004. So that's like one of the first cases in this, like a high profile murder ish.
Are we talking about Tylenol or BTK?
BTK. That timing was like the birth of that almost instantaneous outcome, like knowledge of a crime like that. We didn't know what was going on when it was going on in the 70s. We may have been one national news story every 5 years about it, still unsolved, and it gets forgotten. But yeah, it's even though it was only 20 years ago, it's just long enough for me to forget a lot of the specific details about it. Just like the Kansas City bombing. The documentary I watched a couple of weeks ago with my wife. I forgot a lot of that. That was 1994. Oklahoma City bombing.
I was going to say
Oklahoma City.
I'm thinking Oklahoma City. That was the whole Timothy McVeigh thing.
Yeah,
right.
And I forgot about the other people that were involved, and just how they found him was amazing. For 1994. No Google.
He left too much of a paper trail. He had disadvantages.
Yeah. But yeah, I like revisiting shit like that. Every couple of years, go back and dip into the well and see if I remember everything I thought I did. If I know the details just as well as I thought I did from 25, 30 years ago. There's a lot of shit.
There was that maxi series some years ago about the Waco tragedy.
Yes.
And it had Kieran Culkin was in it, and the crazy chick from Ozark, and a couple other people. And it was really, really good. But you give me a good documentary, I'd rather watch that than a maxi series of some, retelling from someone else's perspective. I want the real shit.
I started watching that monster, Ed Gein, on Netflix.
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish it, but I don't know. It's Ryan Murphy, whatever the fuck his name is. Did a bunch of shit on FX, Nip Tuck, American Horror Story, all this other shit, and he's done a couple others. The Dahmer one was pretty good because it stuck more to the the known facts of the story. This Ed Gein one is so far off the fucking rails within the first episode. You're like, what the fuck is this? They're like Nazis. Where do the Nazis come into play? His mother wasn't like that. Yeah, she was holy roller, but like I think it's too much to me. It's too much liberty with who Ed Gein really was, and I get it. You need to manufacture some mystery and drama for a television series that's 8 episodes long, 8 hours of TV, but I don't know. I'm not digging it as much as I was hoping I'd dig it.
Mm.
It's a little too Hollywood.
That sucks, because you look at the one they did a couple years ago with Evan Peters as Jeffrey Dahmer.
That was fucking amazing.
That, oh my god, that was riveting. Eat the fucking sandwich. And
it was great. The performances were great. The way it was written was really good. I mean, it's the same guy. It's the same creator. It's just that he made a choice in this series to go fucking nip tuck with it instead of going the actual story with it.
Mm.
It's just frustrating for me because I know people who I respect and I take their criticisms pretty well. They're loving it, and I was like, yeah, but this doesn't bother you or this doesn't bother you? And they're like, we're overlooking that. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I get the suspension of disbelief, but when it's a historical picture, you can't take too many liberties with that. Somebody could say to me, well, Chris, what about the Iron Claw? Or what about the movie they made on Ted Bundy where there were liberties taken? There were small liberties. It wasn't like they changed the story wholesale.
Right. Now, the part of the series I'm enjoying is the connection between Ed Gein and Alfred Hitchcock. That he used him as the inspiration for the main character of Psycho. Mm-hmm. But he also inspired other movie characters. Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Buffalo Bill from The Silence of the Lambs. Anybody who's got a serial killer that does really strange shit with a corpse, based on Ed Gein. Ed Gein was not a prolific murderer. He was a desecrator and would dig bodies up after the fact and take the skin and make suits out of them and make table lamps and fucking side tables out of human skin. He was more depraved. So yeah, anything like cannibalistic like that, it was basically based on him. He's like the template for a cannibal type or murderer or sadist in a horror film in the last 50 years. That's him. I appreciate that part of it, but the whole showing World War II Nazis because he had an infatuation with a neighbor girl, and the neighbor girl gave him a Nazi comic book, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Where the fuck is this coming from? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They did. There was a lot of Nazi propaganda in all media in the 40s, in the 30s and 40s.
I was more of a Silver Age and forward guy. I must have missed that.
No, but they were cartoons. They were comic books. There were fucking films by Disney, little shorts that were basically Nazi propaganda. I mean, they existed. But yeah, that's crazy. I didn't appreciate that part of it. So I'll finish it and just get over myself and fucking watch it.
Okay.
I'm being too hypercritical, as usual.
Well, you are quite the film buff. You look at films a little differently than most people. Most of us look at it as entertainment. You look at it as a 2-hour study in what can I find good, bad, or indifferent about this film.
The state of man.
Well, I fired up Netflix. What was it, the Friday night or Saturday night? My wife said, "What you putting on?" I said, "The new Superman." She's like, "You've already seen it like 5 times." I'm like, "I want to watch it with you. I want to watch it with you." And she's like, "Okay." And each time I watch it, I like it a little bit more.
Okay.
So, why did you want to watch it with her specifically?
Because I enjoy watching shit like that with her.
Is it because you like to see her reaction to certain things?
Yeah.
He likes to torture her with geeky shit.
No, I want her opinion. I want her true, honest opinion. What she thought. That side of me is so fucking foreign to her that she just goes along for the ride.
After 26 years?
Well, yes and no. Like the first phase of the Marvel that came out with Iron Man, she fucking loved that movie. She's like, if this is what this is going to be like, I'll come for every fucking one of them.
Bring me my bird.
Quote. That's a quote from my wife.
Oh, that was back to the Iron Man stuff before it went to shit.
Dude, if we're going to talk about, I want to talk about this real quick. Superhero movies just need to stop.
I agree.
I come to that conclusion.
And I'm a lifelong fan.
I fucking love Marvel Phase 1. Marvel Phase 1 is perfect. It's perfect entertainment. There were some clunkers throughout the phase.
There were.
Definite clunkers. The Hulk movie was okay. It wasn't great. Ant-Man, cute. Not great.
I liked Ant-Man.
I did. Not that I disliked it.
I like Black Panther.
Black Panther, I really liked the first Black Panther movie.
Wakanda Forever.
No.
Not so good. Not so good.
Wakanda fuck never.
Wakanda fuck never. Had they just stopped with Endgame in 2018 and just stopped.
Oh no. We gotta keep
going.
Two,
3 years. Take the time to develop the next set of films. I get it. It's a fucking printing machine. It prints fucking money.
Yeah, but then they wanted to pander.
Then they start that. Well, the biggest thing that ruined that for a lot of things, ruined it for Star Wars, ruined it for Marvel, ruined it for Fox, was Disney being the parent company.
Mm-hmm.
Disney is all about product. Product.
And profit.
Right. And Disney is not in such great shape now. And then here's DC trying to emulate what Marvel did. Had DC just introduced a couple of characters, if they had followed the actual Marvel formula, do independent movies before you get to the big assembly of all these people, and actually get you interested and invested in giving a shit about these characters, I think that universe would have flourished. But no, you get Man of Steel, Aquaman, and a Batman Superman movie, and then bam, everybody's together. And then you get other movies after the fact. I'm like, whoa, okay.
The first Wonder Woman movie was great. The second Wonder Woman movie was ass. There's no reason on God's green earth the Flash needs a movie. There's no reason on God's green earth that Black Adam needs a movie. If you want to take the DC universe down a dark tunnel, do it like they did with Titans, the series on HBO. They introduced each character with a slow burn, and then pow, that series went off the rails. And it was so great.
You know who I wanted to play? You know who I wanted to play Superman after Ben Affleck?
Oh, The Rock.
I mean, not Ben Affleck. After Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill.
No, the dude from Superman and Lois.
Yeah,
Tyler.
I enjoyed that incarnation of that, and I liked his suit in that as well.
I liked him as Superman.
Yep.
I thought he was a very good Superman. He was a good Clark Kent.
He brought a lot of humanity to it. I liked it.
Superman's gay. Superman's gay.
He did. When I
think
first
Superman's
saw,
grossly overpowered.
He's gay.
Well, I don't know about gay.
What?
What the fuck
is that?
Alvin and the Chipmunks?
Yes, Lynch is speaking in Swahili.
He's speaking in Chipmunk.
Something with your microphone, Lynch.
That's funny. I'm talking through a freaking iPhone without a problem. He's got thousands of dollars worth of high-tech equipment.
It still sounds like a chipmunk, bro.
It's definitely you. I'm okay. That it stopped.
Try it now. Okay, he's plugging back in. Watch your ears. In Marsh's case, watch your rear.
Well, there's that. My ears are in my rear now.
Oh shit! You got the
It's part
double
of the
winner
upgrade.
surgery. I got you. Bluetooth
I
butthole.
got no sound.
Nothing.
Oh, nothing. Here, I'll say it in Spanish.
2 syllables.
Nada.
It sounds like asshole.
Okay.
Does he
He
say
said
asshole?
fuck off.
Heard in German.
off.
9.
9. Niet.
Are we listening to Rammstein now?
Yes. Du hast 9.
Du hast mich. 9! You know what we haven't heard from tonight while Lynch is figuring out his audio problems? Herm!
What?
What's your quick hit for the night?
I don't know. I don't have.
He's still measuring his desk.
No, I took measurements. We're good. I just got to pull the heater out. We're good. She can get under there.
No, you really want to throw shit off. Don't do it on the Junction. Do it on the Speedway review.
No, there's a child on that show.
I'm saying after that segment.
There's
Watch
a
Corey's
child
eyes
or
just.
adults that are childlike.
Right, like
No, we
have her
have a-
just come in the middle of the show and just and stand
Yes!
here and just disappear.
Yes! See, Herm gets it. Why doesn't everybody else? Not while Braylon's on the show. Braylon is 12. She gets her segment. She gets the fuck out. And then,
How
we go about our
fucked up would
business.
it be if she did that and had a stroke under there, and that was the last time we saw her? And then
Herm would have the best orgasm of his life if that
That's
would
what I'm
happen.
saying.
trying to
Like,
get rid of that. Trying to
and-
hold
All right, wait.
I have film to remember
Testicles.
Audio.
All right.
Audio.
Yay!
has
Yeah,
returned.
also, I'd have film, and it'd probably be the highest rated show we ever fucking had.
Yeah, it'd be
Because
like
once
smut porn.
people start saying, I think Herm's getting blown under the desk, brrr, who cares about
then she gets
Vegas?
a
I want to see
concussion.
the Hummer. So, Herm, what's your happy and sad? My happy, Denny Hamlin. Ah! Was that win that exhilarating? Yes. Oh my God, yes.
It's fucking amazing.
And what about your sad? That it's over.
For real. I'm sad the race ended.
They
I
could
gotta
have
take a
went
nap
400 more laps. I would have been happy.
That's a visual I'm not going to get out of my head anytime soon.
Welcome to the Herm's
All right.
Blowy
I'll make
800.
sure the camera doesn't. I'll have the camera in lock mode. It won't pan down.
That's right. The Herm action.
You just might.
Yeah,
see
but unless his camera's stable, you're gonna watch his shit do this throughout the entire. Because she's gonna bang her head on the top and do her gimmick, and
No, because this is me hitting the desk right now. Moving
and
the
it's
desk.
shaking.
Not
What's
bad.
the gimmick?
No,
Oh,
not
I
really.
can just add image.
Everything's a
stabilization.
gimmick. Stop it. Stop ruining my happiness.
I can add.
What
I can add.
happiness?
I can add. I mean, I can always just move the gimbal down and make the. Oh.
What's a gimbal? I want to beat Marsh to the punch.
What's a Nubian?
What's a
What's
motherfucker?
a Nubian?
I'm bringing it back.
I'm bringing it back. Okay, so you mentioned that film.
Heard a
And-
nubile Nubian. Heard.
For whatever reason, I was in the car. I was coming home from work the other night, trying to get home in time for the second half of the Falcons game. And a song came on that we used to sing. We changed the lyrics to everything over the years, whether it's Lynch, myself, Herm. And the line is "Rebel meets rebel, man to man," and I always sing it: "Rebel meets rebel, ass to mouth." You never go ass to mouth. You never go ass to mouth. You never go ass to mouth.
That
You
wasn't
guys
Chase
always
Navy,
think
that
with
was
the
Clerks
wrong
too.
head. Darlene, if you knew how true that statement was, the little head is smarter than the big head because it knows it has radar. Target acquired. You just know. But thank you for that. Yeah, but I replayed that whole scene in my head for the 11 minutes getting home. Like, you never go ass to mouth. Well, sometimes in the heat of battle, it's okay to go ass to mouth. You hear Randall from the other room. I told you.
I told you.
That was a good
That was a
flip.
I
great.
haven't watched that. I haven't watched Clerks 2 in a bit.
Even Clerks 3 wasn't terrible. I watched that a couple of times. Like, that was interesting.
It was good.
Clerks
It was
3
good.
was good. The ending to me made the entire thing.
I liked the ending. I
So did
didn't
I.
think I would. I mean, I never want to see people, that I grown fond of over all those years die, but it's yeah.
I mean, first you have the dichotomy of Jay and the daughter he doesn't know he has.
Right.
Randall, just everything is always about Randall. But the end of that film, man, it tore the ass out of me. I called Lynch when I was done. I'm like, you cocksucker, I cannot believe you made me watch this movie. And he said 3 words. I told you.
Yeah, I think it was a good capper to that story.
Yeah, and
Absolutely.
it was a nice little wrap up. I liked it.
Because look, here we are 30-some years later from the first Clerks.
30 years in the fucking making.
Yeah, you cannot. I mean, there's only so many gags you can do with Jay and Silent Bob. There's only so many Randall and Dante that you can do. I did like that they brought back Veronica. Was that her name, Veronica?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. How old do I really look? Not a day over 37.
Yeah, that was pretty cute.
In a row?
Well, Clerks is the first thing I ever saw by Kevin Smith.
Well, as it was mine.
Well, actually, Mallrats was the very first thing.
You saw Mallrats before you saw Clerks?
Yes, funny story.
He didn't work at Blockbuster like me. I saw Clerks first and Mallrats second.
Yeah, well.
So I knew a guy around that time frame, from like 91 to 99. I was pretty close with this guy who was from the same town as Kevin.
No shit.
And he made me watch Mallrats with him.
That's a great fucking movie.
Yeah,
we watched
I like
that.
Mallrats.
I'm like, that was kind of goofy. So then he takes me down there for like a long weekend.
That's what I did a road trip down there myself.
Y'all stood in front of the Quick Stop, didn't you?
Yep, sure as shit did.
He sure as shit did. No photos of it.
I had photos. I don't.
My friend Skinny Kristen went to Leonardo just to get a photo in front of the Quick Stop, and she did the pose against the wall with the 1 foot up, and yeah.
I rented a car, went down there, freaking. Then I went to Red Bank to the comic store. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So this guy Mike and his buddy George were in the Navy. They were in the Navy together. They were stationed up here in Groton. I was really close friends with him, and he was going to visit his parents. He's like, "Yeah, you gotta come with me, man. You'll love it." I had a great fucking time. Then he shows me Clerks, like a couple weeks later. I'm like, "Yeah, this is fucking good." And he's like, "Yeah, that's the dude I was telling you about. That's the dude who's from my hometown. When we were down there, I showed you. See the Quick Stop. That's why the Quick Stop was important." I'm like, now I get it. And I that first era of him, from like Clerks to about Clerks 2, was the Kevin I really liked.
I should have just stuck with the View Universe stuff, but I started watching some of his other things like Vulgar.
No,
and stuff
that's
like
a big
that.
mistake. That's
And
a
that was a
big
big
fucking
mistake.
mistake.
It's like, what the fuck?
Well, there's stuff that was produced by him.
Tusk.
Tusk was decent.
Tusk was okay.
Even Zack
but
and Mary
after
Make a Porno was okay.
Jersey Girl could suck my ass.
Oh, fuck that. I've never seen it. Won't watch it.
Good.
Anything after post Clerks 2, I didn't hate. I just didn't enjoy it as much.
The Jay and Silent Bob reboots and things, yeah.
I liked Strike Back. The reboot kind of.
There was elements of it I really liked because of the nostalgia factor, but overall, I was
James Silent Bob Strike Back was during that whole first phase of the Universe.
Yeah,
that was 2001, 2002,
and Clerks 2 was 2005.
Yes,
in 20 years.
Yeah, Clerks 2 was like the last of that.
2005, 2006.
That was the movie where if I know Herm's probably seen Clerks 2, where the little Christian kid is trying to just be himself, and Jay comes through the window singing King Diamond. Let me help you out of the chair, Grandma.
Grandma.
That shit was
Grandma,
awesome.
what was it like to be on the holiday side?
Well, we can't because of Pillow Pants. Like
Pillow Pants. Yeah, he's the little demon that lives in her crotch.
That lives in her pussy. And he'll bite my dick off.
The Lister Fiend.
He was my favorite. He was my favorite character in Clerks 2. Was that kid.
Pillow Pants?
He was my favorite in Clerks 3 when he renounced and he was like, I will sell my soul to the devil if Mr. Dante lives. And then he becomes just like this caricature of a Satanist. And he was the funniest motherfucker. Him and what was the guy's name? Junk Chain or whatever the fuck?
Bitcoin,
like
Choke Chain.
No, they were selling Bitcoin, but the
But
buddy,
the sidekick was freaking Smith's daughter's fiance.
Yes,
they're married now.
And when he comes busting through that door, he's like, "The kites are flying! The kites are flying!
The kites are flying!"
And he just threw a stack of money at it's Kevin Smith's wife, but I can't remember her name. Emma was the name in the movie. Here, I may not be able to take his place, but I certainly can buy his joint. Boom! Well played, Clerks.
Well played, Clerks. And like Red State, I appreciated like Red State.
I didn't see Red
Jersey
State.
Girl. Jersey Girl in its original form was fucking amazing. It was a great fucking movie. the director's edit is the only edit you have to watch. They fucking chop.
Didn't Smith have something to do with Jiggly or Giggly or whatever the fuck that one was too, or no?
No,
nothing
to do with
a bad movie with Ben Affleck and fucking what's her face.
Correct.
That was during their first marriage.
Yeah.
Can we just all agree that outside of the Clerkosphere, the 3 movies, all the other stuff that was made, Dogma is the greatest movie Kevin Smith ever made.
I like Dogma. I like Chasing Amy a lot too, though.
Chasing Amy is good.
Dogma, Chasing. This is the level of my rating the Three universe. Number 1, Dogma. Number 2, Chasing Amy. Number 3, Clerks. Number 4, Clerks 2. And everything else would fall in line behind that. Jay and Silent Bob was funny. It was cute. It was a joke.
It's a go-to for me. The first Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah, if you want to waste 97 minutes just laughing your ass off,
that's the movie.
Great. It's fucking.
Why
great.
Can't we get a ride? You're doing it all wrong.
Wrong. You follow the book? Oh, we all follow the book.
Well, it's funny, but Clerks is the only one that really takes me back as far as to that age. I don't know why.
Well, yeah, because
it resonates.
I can totally
because we all had part-time jobs like that.
Yes,
I was Dante. I was Dante. That was me. He wrote.
I guess
me.
that makes me Randall.
Right, you're the Randall. I'm the
Thank
Dante.
you. Wow, he just told me out loud in front of people, "You're the asshole."
No, but it's true. It's true. It really is true. In this relationship, you're the Randall. I'm the Dante.
In this relationship.
Well, as friendship.
A 30-year friendship, kind of somebody has to be the Dante and the Randall. It's not like he's the butch and I'm the bitch.
No, but
that's true.
Those roles do get reversed.
Like in a 69 sort of way?
Where I'm the fucking asshole.
Well, I think it was you. I don't know how many years ago, 20 years ago, we were at a picnic and somebody said something about me being an asshole. And you know me, I own it. And you were like, he may be an asshole, but he's our asshole. And I'm like,
right.
Put the cape on me now.
Yeah.
Well, whereas that used to be Herm's job back in the day. He might be an asshole, but he's my asshole.
There's appropriate times. I'm all about being an asshole at the appropriate times. If you're just being an asshole to be an asshole to ruin somebody's day, like some poor clerk at a grocery store or the convenience store or Dunkin' Donuts, and you're just being a demanding fucking cunt, Karen, Tommy, Kevin, whatever the fuck your name is,
Kyle,
that's the inappropriate time to be an asshole. It's okay to be an asshole when you're calling somebody out on bad behavior or something really dumb they say. Did you just fucking say that? Are you fucking serious?
Out loud in front of people, yes.
I do that out loud all the time at work.
Oh,
I did it today like 3 times. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Billy is in the comment section, Lynch, and he's bragging that he's 5-1 right now in fantasy.
Yeah, I got your fucking fantasy, Billy.
It ain't gonna last. And you know what? This Sunday, when
you
the
guys
mighty,
are kicking my ass in that league,
the mighty Atlanta Falcons beat the shit out of those pissant 49ers who have Mac Jones at quarterback. Get ready. The birds are going to shit all over your field. You saw what we did to the Bills. You saw it. That's why I'm wearing the gimmick today.
I tell
we
you
beat
what.
the unbeatable. Go fuck yourself. Say his name. Can't say his name yet. Don't you say his name.
I think Herm said it like the first week of football.
Which was?
Watch out for Denver.
Yes.
Watch out for New England.
They're creeping.
And who was the other one? That they're going to go all the way.
It wasn't the Eagles.
What team he said that? No, but what a fucking flip the script season this season of football is right now. I sat here and said, "Fuck the New England Patriots. They're a bunch of fucking nobodies."
Yeah, you did.
Where the fuck did these guys come from?
To your point,
what happened?
I wish I knew, because I look at that team and there's, like you said, there's no star power. I'll look at my team real quick. They come out of the box. First week, they lose. Then they come back and they beat the ever-loving piss out of the Vikings. The week after that, I'm in New Hampshire, and I get the text message that they dropped 33-0 against Carolina. They beat Washington, go to the bye week, and this week, I gave them no chance. And they come up and the Falcons beat the Bills handily. So I'm looking at this season. I said at the beginning, I'm cautiously optimistic. This team, if built right, is 2 years away from going back to the Super Bowl, ostensibly losing, because that's what Atlanta does. They're the best hockey team in football. They'll give you 3 great quarters, and then the fourth quarter, everything goes south. That didn't happen last night. I'm cautiously optimistic. This is a playoff team right now as we're looking at it. However, I have to think of the postseason where Atlanta usually figures, oh, we can skate. No, you can't. Oh.
The New England Patriots
still suck.
That quarterback, his wide receiver, and his tight end. That is
Drake
the core
May.
of that team.
Drake May is good.
That is the core of that team. And who was it? The Giants quarterback.
Jackson Dart?
Did you see he's getting fined for high-fiving a ref?
No.
The ref was going like this, and he's bopping along and goes, and he high-fives him.
That's some rookie bullshit. He should get fined. He should have to make everybody on the...
It was funny. He's a fucking goofball, and I like it about him. He's unpredictable. I like that about this New England kid. Watching him,
he may not be as crazy, but I liken Jackson Dart to Jim McMahon. Yes, just that I'm out here to have fun and play the game. Am I making a paycheck? Yes, but I'm out here to have fun. This isn't forever. Jackson Dart's having fun. Yeah.
Buffalo Bills are suffering from a very severely injured offense right now, and defense.
And it showed.
They're
showed.
Losing. So they are missing some key players.
But if you did you watch that game last night?
Yes, most of it.
Okay, so if Herm, did you watch that game at all last night?
A little bit.
If you can, from what you saw, and if you can go back and find some greatest hits highlights, I have never seen Josh Allen look so defeated, except for the week before when New England beat them. It looked like after every set of downs, he's on the bench and the camera zooms right in on him.
It's like I've thrown everything at them I have, and I don't know what to do at this point. Like
I got nothing left.
Like I got nothing.
He looked defeated. He was Mariano Rivera in the 2004 American League Championship Series when the Red Sox absolutely ate his lunch. And you look at those shots of Mariano.
And you literally could see him like, I don't even want to throw this fucking ball.
You can hear, you can feel, you can see, you can taste his pain. All of your senses were...
Right, like you literally watched him like...
He deflated in front of our eyes.
That is the big problem with the Buffalo Bills. It's been the same problem for the last couple seasons. Is that his first stringers on his offensive team, your wide receivers, running backs, and tight ends. His first stringers, like his first and third down guys, are really strong, really, really, really strong. So when their primary guys go out, that secondary team, the third and fourth stringers aren't as good. They are not as good, and it shows. They don't read each other.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of
Allen.
They don't have a lot of depth to their depth
chart. No, their chart is very shallow, and that was a big problem with the Falcons for the last couple seasons. And I think this season they got it right. I think they have the right combo of talent on the bench and on the field right now.
One of the things that the Falcons did right this season was in the draft, they filled the holes they needed to fill. Offensive line has been my biggest complaint.
For quite a while.
We are as well. The 49ers are hurting. Just lost Warner. I saw the Fred Warner injury. Oh, my God.
Yeah, the Niners, too.
You have heard my complaints for 10-plus years. The Falcons need to sear up the O-line. Last year, Kirk Cousins in one game was on his ass 7 times. Michael Penix has had some rough go, but he's starting to learn the offense. Cousins is still waiting on the wings, holding the clipboard. Good. He needs to teach Penix how to do it. That defense is carrying Atlanta right now, except for the game against Carolina, where Carolina was just a firebrand.
A beast.
Fire.
This is if this Falcons team went up against the Patriots in that Super Bowl, I don't think we talk about 28-3. I think we talk about a shorter score. You know what I mean?
Oh, much, much shorter.
Because this defense is fire. Jesse Bates leads the Falcons defense. Amazing. The lineman, great. Looking at Marsh's fingers looking like Kawato, great. Quaid.
E.T. phone home.
Billy, we'll have more to talk about on Sunday. But Billy, be on the Speedway review. There's going to be a really great rant that you need to hear. And Lynch, be on the Speedway review early. I think Braylon's going to let me rant early.
Oh, nice.
Marsh, I know you're not a huge sports guy, even though you're wearing a sweatshirt that says baseball.
Well, that's because I've been to the Hall of Fame.
It's a nice place, isn't it?
It is sweet. It's a nice little town like Mayberry and shit. And you go down the end of this road, and I'm like, this place is freaking beautiful.
The diner 2 blocks from the Hall of Fame has some of the best steak and eggs I've ever eaten in my life.
They got really good food.
That.
Really good food.
Well, now you know.
I do know. I don't know that I'll be making a reappearance there, but yes.
If you were to say your name and you did appear, go to the diner. While Billy's still in the comment section, would you like to tell Bill what you named your hernia?
Hendry. Hendry the hernia.
Hendry?
Hendry. Hendry.
That's as close to his name as I'm ever going to say. His complete name.
Close to whose name?
I can't say.
Yes.
Is it some
you
sport
cannot
figure?
say.
I can't say it.
Ish.
Is it a sports-ish figure?
Mr. Burns can say it.
Figure.
Oh,
no, he cannot.
We lost D'Angelo.
D'Angelo, the sandwich shop?
No.
Yeah, no, the singer.
Musician.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
R&B.
Yeah, he can't, sir.
Who?
How old? It's got to be in his 50s.
74 to 25, so 51.
51. Oh, my God.
What
he
group
was
was he in?
He was a solo singer, if I thought.
He was solo.
Oh.
Yeah, he was big, like, mid to late 90s and into the early 2000s. He was huge. Huge.
Was he on Q105?
I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure at some point. Not while I was there, but.
Q105 weather. Mostly cloudy tonight. You remember exactly what I'm doing, too. That little bongo music they used to play in the background during the weather.
It lives in my head rent-free to this day.
What was it, that one? And was it WRX? If it's too loud, you're too old.
Yep.
The Boomer McLeod commercials, I remember quite well.
Oh,
too.
my God. I just know doing those promos, you recorded the promo at the beginning of the night before your shift started. You went in the other room. You recorded your promo. Here's your Saturday night recap tonight at Rossellini's. It's the all-male review. $5 through the door. Men is $10. And you get to the end. Q105 reminds you to party responsibly and always have a designated driver. Fuck!
Yep.
I can still do the emergency broadcast system bumper verbatim.
Yep.
I can put my hands up and just do it. Herb could probably do it. He's heard it so many times.
Nah.
This is only a test.
What I'm talking about.
To see if I can still do it. Lynch, you're gonna test me. Here we go.
Go for it.
This is a test of the emergency broadcast system. The broadcasters in your area, in voluntary cooperation with the FCC and other authorities, have devised this system to keep you informed in the event of an emergency. If this had been an actual emergency, the attention signal you just heard would be followed by news and information regarding the emergency. This is only a test.
Perfect.
Damn!
Spot on. Still got it.
30 years later, I still got it.
You missed the beep at the end.
Well, I can't do the... That'll be your asshole in 3 weeks. You just lean over and... Beep!
I don't think that's one of the upgrades.
Did you guys in Ledyard, in Norwich, or in wherever the fuck you guys grew up?
It was Ledyard. It wasn't fucking Norwich.
Hey, I grew up partially in Norwich and partially in Ledyard.
That escalated quickly.
You watch your whore mouth.
Did you guys have the broadcast system through your town where it would blare on the telephone poles?
No.
Yes. Near my house in Norwich we did, but not in Ledyard.
Not in Ledyard.
You did in Groton?
No.
Not in Gales Ferry. Definitely not in Gales Ferry.
You would hear...
Oh, yeah, the siren.
We didn't have that, and Gales Ferry was right outside the freaking north gate of the sub base.
The siren in Norwich, where we lived by the Sheraton Hotel, we were in the condos behind. You'd just be sitting back on a Saturday morning, and they always did it on Saturday morning for whatever reason. You're watching wrestling, you're watching the Yankee game, the Red Sox game, whatever, bottom of the second, 2 out. Here comes Wade Boggs. He's stepping up to the plate. The Red Sox lead 2-0. And for the next 2 minutes, you didn't hear shit on the television because that siren was about 50 to 100 yards from our house.
We had one right across the street from my dad's house.
Then you know
directly
my pain.
Across the street. Scared the shit out of you every time.
We had none of that bullshit.
No.
Yes.
Because Ledyard couldn't afford a siren.
We had the fall festival.
Yeah.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
I missed the Ledyard Fair.
It wasn't.
I missed the Ledyard Fair.
I've had some good times that Ledyard Fair.
Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely.
Some real good times.
I'm sure your middle finger was pruned by the end of the night.
Yeah.
I don't want to mention any names on air, but when we clip off, Matt, stay on. I'll tell you a quick story. I don't want to disparage anybody. They may watch the show.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's a couple of people that watch the show after the fact who always comment and be like, hey, that was a great show this week. I'm not saying your name. I'm not doing it. But the Ferris wheel was amazing.
I didn't do it wasn't the Ferris. It was one of those other spinny things that I was on with somebody.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Say it.
I rode through Ledyard today, and I'm looking at all the old haunts, and I'd pass by a house. I'm like, dated a girl from there.
Yeah.
Slept with a girl from there. I remember violating somebody behind that building.
I remember this dumpster behind such and such a store. Yep, there.
The old softball field where Herm and I used to regularly play is now a CVS, and the school is now like a strip mall. And I got upset, except for the fact that I was like, well, I can't say her name because she'll never appear. I violated Jane Peters in so many ways behind that school.
Who didn't?
I may have been the first, but I certainly wasn't the last.
I don't think she's with us anymore, is she?
Are you kidding?
I have to look it up.
Krista. Well, okay. Full disclosure, I kind of
Krista
dated both
my brother
twins
briefly. Yeah,
I dated both twins, and I know where their birthmarks
Lantern Hill was
are.
a good place too.
Lantern Hill.
Yep.
Wow, here we go. Coming to the last 6 minutes
until you get caught.
Yeah, well,
Jeep Wrangler doing someone doggy style by a
well, don't.
cop.
I didn't date girls from town.
Oh, she was from town. That's just where I happened to end up in her Jeep Wrangler.
I'm kind of miffed by that comment. Not that I don't. Not that I don't believe you, because I've known you forever and an hour. Don't hit the button. I didn't say those words that require.
I just didn't date girls from town. I was
gonna say, but eventually,
girls from right, but
eventually you married one.
I'm back then.
Well, hell, Mike, who was my girlfriend for 3 years. During that time, we were on again, off again, on again, off again. That's when the Peters sisters showed up. But I dated Mary from Fitch. And no, I did not violate Mary at any of these places that I mentioned.
Mary who?
Mary Davis.
Oh, okay.
She was she was some sort of manager on the
daughter.
She was not the pastor's daughter. That was Katie
remember her.
Stebbins, and I'm not going to get into that.
Katie
I know Katie
I
Stebbins
remember
too. I remember
Yeah,
her.
you do.
Oh yeah, I got with her and
Mary Davis. I remember her.
police guy's daughter at the time.
She was very nice.
Mm.
She still is. She just texted me the other day. We had a nice conversation. It was really great.
Cool.
Her husband's wonderful. She's wonderful. See, that's the thing. When you have a high school romance like that, and a lot of my high school girlfriends I still talk to, a lot of my girlfriends from my 20s I still talk to, and we have a really great relationship. How's your life? How's your kids? How's this? How's this? You know, the last couple of people I dated, because they come from Red Flagistan, I don't care if I ever talk to them again, or I wouldn't piss on them if they were on fire. I would eat a bowl of water with a fork before I give a fuck about them.
Tell me how you really feel.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
I just did. And Herm being one of the people who was a victim of one of those people because she's an absolute fucking twat waffle, we share a special bond beyond 40 years of friendship.
Okay.
You want to see a pool table get turned over?
No.
That's your guy.
Yeah, I've heard the story.
I've never seen that in my life until that night.
I
And
dated
that, my
girls.
friends. Go ahead, please.
I dated girls who weren't in my friend circle. Like
Same.
They were way out of my close social circle.
Same.
Yeah, my whole life was
watch these two.
compartmentalized.
Watch these two, Lynch, on the left side of the screen. Explain to me in 50 words or less how a guy like me, back in high school, long hair, leather jacket, ripped jeans, motorcycle boots, landed a girl like Sarah Purdy.
I know. Yeah.
Chris won, haters nothing.
I was gonna say because she was whatever.
It was after. I didn't. Full disclosure, Sarah, if you're out there, still love you, wish you the best. Never slept with her.
Sarah landed a lot of planes.
Yeah,
So I heard. In the later years, I got her when she was pure, and I
I don't
never.
know about the later years.
I never crossed the goal line. I was kind of like the Dallas Cowboys. I fell down at the 2. That's another story for another
She
time.
was all into like theater and shit, if I remember correctly.
Very much so, yeah.
Yeah.
And
it carried over into her personal stuff. She was just very dramatic.
I ran into her one night at Cinedrome at Foxwoods, and we were having just the best conversation until whoever her man was at the time. Very nice guy, by the way. His name was, I think it was Derek. And he comes over and the conversation's moving. And I just said something about, well, if I ever see you again, I just want you to know, I'm glad to see you're doing well. And then she just went, yeah, okay, bye. I'm like, okay, go fuck yourself.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Next week, Herm's dating out of town in in high school. And we may or may not have a story or two about Hagen,
Oh,
which was
Jesus Christ.
a very fun pastime amongst Herm, myself, and a couple other guys.
We used to go to Ledger for that.
That's that one in Norris you used to live with, right?
Oh, see, we used to go to Groton to do that, the pool hall.
Yeah. We would go to
the pool,
Ledger or Norwich. We would go to Ledger or Norwich.
I will tell you this. To your point, Marsh. Yes. To your point, Marsh. Yes, I was Hagen from 2014 till 2020.
Is that the right time frame? Yeah, that is the right time frame.
Yeah, it is. See, you know.
I'm thinking back. I'm like, I saw him at freaking Kodos with. Yep, that was the Will.
Yep.
I saw him with. Yep.
My daughter
Ding, 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 ding.
my daughter has a great nickname for her that myself and a bunch of our friends have co-opted, and we'll end the show here. They call her Cuntzilla.
Yes.
Go, 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 Cuntzilla.
See, we tried to avoid him singing, and we couldn't. But hit the music. We'll see you guys next week. Don't forget, if you're a race fan.
Gajero.
Shut up, Lynch. Don't forget, if you're a race fan, join us tonight for the Speedway Review. We talk about all things Las Vegas. And yes, I'm going to burn down the house early, and I don't care.
Burning down the house.
Sleep soundly in your beds tonight. Judgment falls upon you.
Marsh, don't forget to stay 2 extra minutes because it's going to be like a game of Clue. It was so-and-so on the Ferris wheel with these 2 fingers.
God, we dropped way too many names tonight.
Good night, gentlemen.
Gentlemen, my ass.
Does my finger smell funny?